If you're broke right now, I'm not gonna tell you just to work harder. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I would do if I woke up tomorrow with $0 in my account. Because being broke isn't the problem, it's refusing to change and staying broke. That's what the problem is. So first and foremost, let's just talk about what's keeping you guys broke currently. And it's a couple things in your guys' day-to-day life. It's first, spending money you don't have. Putting things on a credit card and then you're just doing monthly draft payments on it. You're not fully paying the credit card off. Why are you guys first spending money you guys don't have? That shit's not okay. Your credit's gonna get fucked eventually. You're not gonna end up having money to just do basic things, so you're gonna be maxing out your credit cards. And then what if an unexpected bill comes up? What are you gonna do then? You guys just don't need to realize if you don't have the money, stop spending it. I noticed with a lot of people, you guys try looking rich before you guys even become rich. Which is okay, like fake it till you make it, I get it. I used to kind of do that myself, I'm not gonna lie. But it gets to a point, because then you just start believing you're rich, and then you just get comfortable. That's exactly what happens. You start believing you're rich, you start believing you're up, and then you just get comfortable. Because you really tricked your brain into believing, hey, I have money now. I have it now. You don't have shit. Why the fuck are you still trying to act like you have it? You don't have it. You literally tricked your mind into believing you're okay. Because you wear the nice hoodies, you wear the nice things, you drive a BMW. But in reality, you don't even have 10,000 in your account. And another thing, it's who you surround yourself with. If you're constantly hanging around with people who don't have no ambition, this is gonna lead you down the wrong path. They're gonna wanna go out at night, which is gonna cost you more money. It's gonna cost you to waste more time, and you're just gonna be surrounded with bad energy. Energy is a real thing. If you're hanging out with 5 bums, you will become the 6th bum. If you're hanging out with 5 millionaires, you will become the 6th millionaire, I promise. And it's not saying, oh, drop your day ones and go just fucking leech off someone that's rich. No, that's not what you do. You just surround yourself with like-minded people. Even if they don't have the money yet, it's okay. At least they have the ambition in their heart that they want to become something one day. And you guys will keep each other accountable. Oh, we're not going to go out on a fucking Thursday. We're not going to go out on a Tuesday. We'll keep it strictly like Saturday, maybe after 8 p.m. after getting some work done, then we can go out for like a couple hours. Even then, if you're broke, why are you going out in general? That's the first thing. You need to cut out going out. And that's going to the mall on a Thursday, or going to the mall on a Tuesday, or going to the movies on a weekday. Like, what are you doing? You don't have 10,000 in your account. Why are you going out? It just doesn't make sense. But when you're broke and trying to stay home and not doing anything, and you're still trying to figure out what you want to do, it's going to be hard not to go out and wait and get distracted by little things. It's going to be really hard. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. But for you to fully see a change in your life and a change in your pockets, you need to learn how to stop going out. You literally need to learn how to sit in your room for 90 days and think of something to do. It's going to work. I promise you it's going to work. You just have to be able to sit there and do it, and sit there and get rid of the bad habits. Your bad habits are keeping you broke. For the guys who are somewhat trying to do something, but you just keep jumping from opportunity to opportunity to opportunity to opportunity, that shit, it's never the business's fault. It's always gonna be your fault. Because how does someone become a millionaire off the same thing you tried, but you just sucked at it? Oh, you went to go try SMMA, but the guy earlier, he did 30K in a month. Why are you only doing 4? Not the business model, it's you. Went to do life insurance. Oh, fuck, I couldn't get a policy out. That's no one's fault but yours. So stop blaming the business model and start taking accountability in yourself. Because I guarantee you, the only reason it's not working is because you're going out on the weekdays, you're going out on the weekends, you're surrounding yourself with some idiots, and on top of that, you're spending money you don't have. I can guarantee you, that's exactly what you're doing. That's what's keeping you broke. It's never the business's fault. It's always your fault. You can't sit there for 90 days and with no distractions, just sit there in your room in darkness and just sit there and do the work. I can guarantee you that's what it is. You just don't want to sit there and do the work. You keep making excuses for yourself to make yourself feel better. But at the end of the day, you're only harming yourself by lying to yourself. For the longest time, when I was broke, I never knew what it was until someone told me what it was. I would go out on a weekday every single day. I wouldn't get home till 10 p.m. I would be at the gym, bullshitting, playing basketball. I wasn't even lifting weights. I'll just go to the gym, get a workout in, some bullshit, and then I would go out and hang out till fucking 10 p.m. at a donut shop. That's exactly what I do every single day for Monday to Friday, then Friday and Saturday, I'll go do something else. But that's exactly what was keeping me broke. I kept going out. I kept wasting time. I kept surrounding myself around people who just didn't want it in life. And that's what was keeping me broke. As soon as I said, fuck that, let me put my head down for 90 days, that's exactly when I seen the craziest growth in my life. My pockets literally went from 0 to 25, 30K a month in 90 days because I decided, you know what? I'm in a good position. I have a good opportunity in my hands. I'm just not taking advantage of it. Like, that's exactly what it is. You guys ask to be fed, but then when the plate gets put in your face, you just don't want to eat no more. That's exactly what happens when you get into an opportunity. Oh, I'm so hungry. Oh, I want it in life. I want to do this. But then once the opportunity comes to play, you just don't want to work. You'd rather go out on the weekdays and fuck around and bullshit. That's exactly what I did, and that's why I stayed broke for the longest amount of time in my life. I was just bullshit, go out and have fun. That's exactly what I would do on a day-to-day basis. And that's exactly what was keeping me broke. Your first goal isn't investing, it's increasing your income. And that can be from anything. That can be either staying at your 9 to 5 to stack up some chip until you're able to go and start a business, or that's getting into a sales job. You make commission based and that's up to your work, or getting into a servicing fee, like car washing or lawnscaping or like curb washing, like whatever the fuck, window cleaning. You can do anything. I tried everything in the books. I fucking did power washing treatment or fucking car washing business. I tried it all. And guess what? None of them worked. It wasn't the business model. It was my fault. Like I said earlier, it's only your fault that nothing's working. It's your fault. Next thing you guys need to do is learn one valuable skill, whether that's scales, whether that's a communications thing, or like a talking ability. The main thing you guys need in life is learning how to talk and learning how to talk to people, not a screen. If you don't have skills with talking to a human being, you will never become anything in life. I can promise you that. Because how are you going to sell yourself to someone? How are you going to go and sell yourself to a car washing person or like a landscaping model? Like, how are you going to sell yourself? Hey, my product is the best thing you ever need, and this is the only one that you need. You need to get out of your comfort zone. If you're shy, go and start going up to like you should make it like a thing where if you go out, you have to go up to 10 people just to get out of your comfort zone. And you stop being shy. Because if you're shy, you automatically cannot speak to someone. Stop being shy. You're a grown man. If you can't go up to a random person or have a little small talk in an elevator, what the fuck is wrong with you? I get it, some people are just naturally shy, but you need to get out of that breakout zone so you can start becoming rich. Because you need to learn how to speak to people. That's the first thing. This is the most common one with people, it's impressing people. If you're making $3K a month, why are you spending $2,800 a month? Or why are you even spending your whole $3K all, just to look like you have $10K? Like, who gives a fuck what the person thinks? Who cares what people think? Because at the end of the day, everyone's gonna think you're stupid for posting that video online trying to make money. They're gonna think you're retarded trying to start a new business model. Everyone's gonna just not like what you do. People are going to hate on you regardless if you have money, if you don't have money. You're always gonna have people saying some stupid shit to you. They're always gonna be saying something about you. Who cares what people think? Stop trying to impress people if you don't have it yet. It's one thing to have the money, then do it. Okay, who cares? Flex on them. But if you don't have the money, why are you trying to, who cares what people think about you? First, get yourself right and then start impressing people if that's what you want to do in life. At the end of the day, who gives a fuck what someone thinks? At least for me, I can care less what the next person thinks about me. I can care less because at the end of the day, my pockets are going to still keep getting fatter and theirs are going to stay small because of a hateful person they are. Because they just want to say something bad. They always want to make something up about you. They want to say, oh, you don't have it, or whatever the fuck is. Like, it doesn't matter what they say. Who cares what they say? Stop trying to impress people. Impress yourself first. Get the money and then impress people, bro. Like, stop trying to impress people if you don't have it. Like, you guys need to stop caring what people think. That's the biggest thing in this world. People care too much what people think of them. Like, just who cares? And are they putting money in your pocket? Yes or no? They're not. So why the fuck does their input matter to you? It should not matter at all. So now let's say you have 10K saved up in your account. The first thing you do is not buy a car, not go buy clothes, and not go and start studying. That's the first thing, that's what you should never do. The first 10K you should do is keep it for emergency fund, or reinvest it back into your business, or reinvest it in yourself. Continue increasing your income, or just invest it into a stock, whatever the fuck you want to do with your 10K. Don't go and spend it on some stupid shit. Like the other day, I just had someone, he said he had 20K saved up from when he used to work in high school. I guess he used to work like a 9 to 5 job from 16, maybe 20 years old. He was saving up 20K. And he's like, yo bro, should I go buy a C8 and put 20K down? I looked at him, I was like, are you retarded? Why the fuck would you even go buy a C8 if you're not making any other money? Why would you go put 20,000 of all your, why would you net drop on a car? That's first. And second, it's like, have this money, invest it, let it make you more money, or invest it into your business, or invest it into yourself. Don't just go waste your money on stupid things. Let's say you're actually implementing anything I say in this video. The first 90 days is always gonna suck. You're probably not gonna make any money. You're probably gonna be very, very bored sitting in your room or sitting in your house or wherever you're at working. It's going to suck. For 90 days, it's going to suck. You're gonna have to sit there and remove things from your life, like your friends or going out. It's just gonna suck as a whole. You have to sit there and actually sit there and do work 10 to 12 hours a day minimum to see any outcome from it. Everything you start doing today, you will see 90 days later. That's why the first 90 days always sucks. Whether that's going to the gym for 90 days, the first 90 days is the worst thing in the world. You have to get into the routine of it. You have to sit there and do the work where you don't see no progress. That's the same thing in a business. In a business, the first 90 days is always gonna be the worst thing in the world. You're gonna wanna quit, it's gonna test you, you're gonna get tested by God. I promise you. The first 90 days is the worst thing you can ever go through. But then after that 90 days, it might be another 90 days. It might be another 90 days. You have to sit there and endure it. You literally have to sit there and just do the work. I promise you, if you're sitting there and putting the inputs in, God rewards people who they see trying. Or the person who just randomly goes and makes $1 million. Guess what? He's gonna take that away from him because he didn't earn it. If you work for something, it's going to work out. I promise you. But working for something and showing up for 10 to 12 hours a day versus actually being all into it and actually wanting to see the change in your life, that comes from various things. That's taking things out of your life, like your friends, or going out or doing little things. If God sees you taking actionable steps to becoming the person you want to become, he will let you become that person. I promise you. I can promise you that. It's just like you guys gotta use your brain. Why would God reward someone who isn't doing any inputs or who isn't even praying or like whatever the case is, even if you don't believe in God? You have to sit there and put the work in for you to get the reward from it. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. That's one thing that's never gonna change no matter AI or whatever the fuck that's taken over. You have to sit there and put the work in or you will never get the reward from it. I can promise you that. The first 90 days sucks. It's going to suck. You're going to want to go out. You're not going to want to sit behind a screen for 10 to 12 hours a day or go and watch cars all day. You're not going to want to do that. I promise you, you're not going to want to do it. It's going to test your character. You're going to be like, okay, is this guy really built for this shit or not? Does he want to make $1 million in a year or not? And for the people who are still sitting here watching this video, you care about your future because you searched up, why am I still broke? And this video popped up and you clicked on it. You never want to become wasted potential in this life because everyone is counting on you. Your parents are counting on you. Your siblings are counting on you. Your girlfriend's counting on you. You're counting on yourself. I say this to my guys all the time. You're in this position in life and you're watching this or you're hearing this for a reason. It's because you have the potential in you to become great. Don't let an opportunity slip through your hands because of the fact that you just didn't want to do the work. You have it in you. Anyone on earth has it in them. You guys just don't want to do the work. How are you going to get the life you want to live if you're not willing to sit there for 90 days and put the work in? You have to be able to sit there and put the work in. You have to be able to sit there and endure pain and endure stress and endure mental fatigue for 90 to even 100 days, even to a year. You have to be able to sit there and go through that hardship for you to see the reward. Do not become wasted potential. Please don't become wasted potential. Your life is literally counting on it. Because what happens, God forbid, if you were to get a serious medical condition? How are you going to pay for that? Are you going to go 200-300K in debt because you couldn't afford the medical treatment? And then live off Social Security income, $2K a month, and make probably $500 left over a month? You wouldn't be able to go to, you can't even go to a dinner. Because if you do that, then guess what? Now you have $100 left over. Like, what are you going to do then? What are you going to do when you're 50 to 60 years old and you have 30,000 in your account? What are you going to do? Like for myself, I have a wake up call every day. I sell life insurance. So I'm talking to old people every day who are on Social Security income, and I talk to 500 to 600 people of them a day. And it just wakes me up inside every time. I look at them, I'm like, damn, I don't want to become this person getting this call right now. I don't want to have only fucking $300 left over a month. How are you 60 years old with $300 left over every month? How are you 35 years old to even 30 years old and you don't even 40 to 50,000 in their account? How? It just doesn't make sense. You think when you go in that drive-thru and you see that guy who looks middle-aged, you think he wants to sit there and do that? No. But guess what? He's wasted potential. He could have been great. But I can guarantee you he cared more about going out. I can guarantee you that. But in some cases, like most of our parents, like for instance, my parents came from a third world country. They literally had no choice but to go work at that Taco Bell and hate their life. Or whatever the fuck the job is. They had to go work there so we can live a better future. We literally owe it to our parents, and we have to retire them before they pass away. Because guess what? Our parents are going to die one day. And if you don't, you literally owe it to them to give them the life that they never had. We lived more experiences than they have. Like, let that sink in. We've lived more experiences than they have. How have I been more places and done more things before my parents have? It just doesn't make sense. They've been on this earth twice as long as you. We literally owe it to them. And you owe it to your parents. You owe it to your siblings. You owe it to anyone in your life who you look up to. You owe it to them. Because guess what? You wouldn't be sitting in the position you are if it wasn't for them. You literally owe it to them to retire them and let them take a credit card and spend as much money as they want. And to buy them their dream house, buy them their dream car. You owe it to them. You guys just need to wake up and stop being comfortable. No one is coming to save you. I promise you, no one's coming to save you. You guys gotta realize, bro, you're in this shit for life. You're in this shit by yourself. No one's going to save you. Stop waiting for the perfect opportunity. Go and take the opportunity by hand. We live in an era where everything is handed to us. We can literally go on our computer or our laptop or even our phone and search up, how do I become rich? ChatGPT will give you a bunch of different options to do. Guess what? Everything works. It's you that is the problem. Change in yourself, and I can guarantee you'll start making money. If you make that change in yourself, you will make money. It's ridiculous. Like, looking from my eyes, I used to be the same person as you. If you look back 6 months, I didn't have shit to my name. And guess what? I would blame everything other than myself. Now looking back at it, once I made that mental switch, like, you know what? Everything is my fault. This is why I'm staying broke. It's because it's me. It's not because of the opportunity I'm in. But just take the advice from me. Take it from anyone who's successful. You guys have to make the change in yourself before you can see the change in your pockets. Because guess what? If you don't want it, if you don't want to make the change, you're going to end up like a bum. You're going to be making $60,000 to even $70,000 a year if you get lucky, and you'll be taking one vacation every 2 years. And you'd have to sit there with your wife and say, hey, do you want to split this bill? I can't afford the mortgage this month. What kind of man are you? Or, hey, I can't afford this vacation yet. You want to go half on it? Both of us, let's chip in 3,000 each. Cover that shit yourself. How are you 30 years old and you don't have 50K in your account? How are you 21 years old and you don't even have 15 to 20,000 in your account? How? It's no one's fault. It's your fault. No matter what situation you're in, it's always going to be your fault. You can come from nothing. You can come from like literally a dirt shack. And guess what? You staying broke is your fault. It's no one's fault. It's not the system's fault. It's not anyone's fault but yours. We live in an era where everything you can do is online. And if you don't have Wi-Fi, that's not an excuse. Go to a fucking Starbucks. Go to a library. I can guarantee you can search. You can do your work there. They have free Wi-Fi. When people make excuses for everything in life, you can just see what kind of person they are. They're just an excuse maker. Do the fucking work. Sit there and make the choice. Hey, you know what? I don't like my current situation. Let me go and change it. How are you okay with only making $1,000 a month and only having people like $200 left over every month after going out and having fun? How is that okay with you? Really deep it. How is that okay with you? How is it okay that you're driving a Honda Civic at 21 years old? How is that okay with you? And I get it. Some people don't come from anything. It's kind of hard to save up. But bro, at the end of the day, it's still going to be your fault. Even if you come from money and if you don't have anything to your name, you're just a loser. You're living off someone else's income. Live off yourself. Make the change. Even if you have money, even if you come from money, make the change. If you have no money, that should already be your startup. I came from nothing. If you have nothing, that should be the only thing that's like, for the people who have nothing in their account or come from nothing, realize, why is this a life you're living? Your parents couldn't do it. That means you could do it. If you come from money and you have that drive, that's cheers to you. If you literally come from nothing and you don't have that drive in you, you're just a fucking loser and you're a wasted potential. That's exactly what it is. Don't ever blame anyone other than yourselves. In high school, you guys used to see the kid with a nice car and stuff. Oh, it's all daddy's money. But guess what? His dad worked harder than yours. When you go to have kids and your kids don't have the shit, they're gonna say the same thing. When I have kids, they're gonna be like, oh, his dad got him it. I got him it. Because guess what? I worked harder than you. And then when they look at your kid, they're gonna be like, damn, fuck. His dad didn't want it in life. No, he didn't. Don't be that guy. Be the guy who's able to give and do shit for their kids like that, or do shit for their family, or do shit for themselves. How do you want to be 45 years old making 70K a year? People are making that shit in a month, and you're making that in a year. You guys not want to be able to go on vacation whenever the fuck you want and just duck off for a year straight. How do you guys not want to do that? How do you guys not want to drive the fastest car or the nicest car or live in the nicest crib or live in the nicest community? How do you guys not want to do that? It honestly, like, it boggles my mind. How do people not want certain things in life? How do you not want to do it at the highest level? You guys are just too comfortable in your current situation. Don't say, oh, I go to school, I go to this. Bro, school is not an excuse. There's guys on my team, he goes to school every single day, and guess what? He's making 10 to 15K a month. But guess what? His excuse was, oh, I was in school, until I told him, I was like, bro, being in school doesn't mean shit. If you want it bad enough, you'll get it. And guess what? He wants it really bad, and he got it. Stop making excuses for yourself. But if you're broke right now, don't be ashamed of it. But don't be comfortable with it either. Give yourself 90 days to a year of doing things differently, surrounding yourself with different people, and stop wasting your money. I can guarantee you in a year from now, you'll look back like, what the fuck? I could have been doing this all along. Or I could have had this all along. But guess what? The only thing that was holding you back was one decision on changing your life around. You guys gotta want it more than anyone.